impact lives. In many ways, both big and small public services, both big and small, our understanding and expectations of how public services are provided are fundamentally changed. Consider the story of a mother in a remote village who once walked tens of kilometers to apply for her child certificate, often making repeated trips due to delays. Or the citizen or a senior citizen who struggled to access replacement services for vital documents. Today, these services are relics of the past. These challenges are relics of the past, as the e-citizen platform systematically dismantled barriers to efficient service delivery. This transformation extends beyond individuals. The digital ICT ecosystem, including cyber cafes, mobile device shops, and auxiliary businesses, have flourished, creating jobs, fostering wealth, and driving economic growth. The ripple effect of e-citizen are no longer confined to digital transformation. Its impact on service delivery has improved lives, strengthened hope, and opened new opportunities across our nation. By digitizing services, we have significantly enhanced efficiency, saving time and money for both citizens and government. Less paperwork translates to lower costs, streamlined processes reduces administrative burdens, and less bureaucracy leads to faster service delivery. These savings are also being redirected towards critical areas such as health, education, infrastructure, and job creation. The transformation doesn't stop here. As a matter of fact, the success of e-citizen has propelled Kenya onto the global stage as a trailblazer in harnessing digital technology. We have become a model for how governments can promote efficiency and competitiveness in the digital age. Consequently, I have received many requests to facilitate benchmarking exercises and inquiries for lessons and insights from several countries across our continent. As a leader in leveraging homegrown innovation to solve serious challenges, we are proud to partner with our friends in their own transformation journeys in different parts of the world. But we will not allow ourselves to get carried away by our achievements and risk letting the future sweep past us while we celebrate. We must not and cannot stop here. Even as we mark this remarkable occasion, we are already looking ahead to map our way further into the future. We are making significant investments in better technology, expanding the national fiber optic infrastructure, and ensuring that reliable and affordable internet is accessible to all Kenyans. Accordingly, I have directed the ICT Ministry to accelerate these initiatives, and I had a candid conversation with the Minister and her team yesterday. You understand what we agreed? We are also implementing favorable tax policies and incentives to make smartphones and data affordable for every citizen so that we leave no one behind. Artificial intelligence is the next frontier, and we are already witnessing its transformative potential. AI offers opportunities to reimagine service delivery. For instance, an AI-powered chatbot on e-citizen could provide instant solutions to inquiries, reducing wait times and minimizing opportunities for fraud. With AI, we can move from reactive to proactive service delivery, anticipating the needs of citizens and designing solutions that meet their expectations. By responsibly leveraging public data, we can shift from citizen-centered approaches to citizen-driven solutions, ensuring that our services meet the unique needs of every Kenyan. As we celebrate the remarkable achievements of eCitizen, we must remain steadfast in our commitment to innovate and the whole ecosystem around innovation and adaptation in the digital economy space. I commend our ministries, departments, and agencies for embracing this policy shift and providing public services through digital platforms. Your compliance has seen and has been the backbone of our transformation. We will be awarding some winners, the people who have excelled in making or in taking advantage of this digitization of government services today. As we recognize them, I have a list. I will send a list this morning. Give me my phone. I will send a list this morning of people who are still mangamangering. Yeah? And I want to put them on notice. The people who still are playing games with us. The CEOs of the following entities are put on notice. Just hold on. Because when I went out to campaign, I remember making one statement that was fundamental. I said in my administration, there will be no money to steal. And part of that journey of making sure that there is no money to steal is through this digitization. Because through digitization, we connect service delivery to revenue collection. And you can see for yourselves that because of digitization, especially of government services and government revenue collection programs, we are seeing phenomenal increase in revenues. I gave an example the other day of KWS. You all remember what we did with KWS. When we digitized KWS and insisted that they now must all get fees and services offered by KWS must be on eCitizen, we had a lot of pushback. The tour operators did not want it. KWS staff were reluctant. And I remember calling Kanga and telling him, my friend, it's a fait accompli. The decision has been made. Get everybody to comply. There is no escape. Look at what has happened. In fact, those who were against the digitization of government services at the KWS even orchestrated, in our gates, long queues. Oh, this system is not working. The tourists are not happy because now there is a long queue. Because tour operators were charging tourists $100 and paying government $50. And they didn't want a disruption of that system. Now what has happened? We insisted. The system is working. I listened to Aisha today from KWS. I listened to Susan, and they were giving us wonderful stories about success. In fact, they have reduced on the time. Is Susan here, the lady who spoke to me at the KWS desk? Is she here? and Aisha, I don't know whether they're here. Yes, Aisha, kuja hapa mbele. So, and Wanjiro, wapi Susan, there was also a lady, another Wanjiro lady there. So today they were telling me that they have reduced the time they serve their clients from 5 minutes per client to 2 minutes. Where they were taking 10 minutes, they can now do it in 5 minutes. Yeah? So look at that transformation and explain to me what was that resistance about. So, Aisha, kuja hapa. Yes. Now, can you tell these people what you told me about what has happened to KWS?
Your Excellency, after onboarding our services to the eCitizen platform, we have enhanced our services. Our clients are happy now. We used to serve clients, per client we used to take 10 minutes. Now it has been reduced to 5 minutes for customers who are being served at the gate. Clients with prepaid ticket, we have a prepaid ticket. You can pay at your comfort of your house or home. It only takes 2 minutes to process the client at the gate.
Susan, you told me something.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency, I mentioned that because our tickets have a QR code, the customer service team at the gates scan the QR code, and by doing so, they make sure that the card is valid. And at the point of exit, they also invalidate the card to make sure that it is not used again. It is not recycled in essence. That means that we have reduced and closed the gaps on revenue leaks in the service. And this has contributed to what Madam has said, that we have seen a growth in our income generation and revenue collection, Your Excellency.
From 5.3 billion the year before we introduced eCitizen to now 7 point what, Mr. Kanga? 7.6 billion. It means a whole 2 billion shillings used to end up in people's pockets. That is what, thank you very much, ladies. You are great people. Thank you very much. And this is the story across government in many departments. And we are going to be recognizing the people like KWS who have seen their revenues enhanced, grow because they have embraced eCitizen. There are government agencies that are still dodgy, and I want to put them on notice. The National Cancer Institute of Kenya, Kenya Hospital Authority Trust Fund, Kenya Nutritionist and Dietitians Institute, Health Records and Information Managers Board, National Syndemic Disease Control Council, Occupational Therapy Council of Kenya, Digital Health Authority. You are a new entity, but you must comply. Kenya Biovax Institute Limited. I know the CEO. Please tell him I am putting him on notice. Kenya National Public Health Institute, Kenya Health Human Resource Authority, Kenya Water Institute, Tanathi Waterworks Development Agency, Water Sector Trust Fund, Kenya Engineering Technology Registration Board, Kenya Ports Authority, Independent Police Oversight Authority, Private Security Regulatory Authority, Nairobi International Financial Center, Kenya Reinsurance Corporation, Financial Reporting Center, Kenya Institute of Supplies Management, Consolidated Bank of Kenya, Development Bank of Kenya, Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board, Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, Institute of Certified Secretaries, Energy and Petroleum Regulation Authority, Kenya Power Company Limited, Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy, Geothermal Development Company, GDC, Kenya Petroleum Refineries Limited, National Defense University, the Kenya Space Agency, the Kenya Shipyard Limited. These entities have yet to comply with my directive that their services and payments and revenues must be on e-citizen platform so that Treasury can follow on the revenues that are being collected by government. They have 1 week to comply. They have 1 week to comply. Otherwise, they know what to do. They can make use of the door. It's as simple as that. Number two, we still have government agencies that, yes, they have come to the citizen platform, but once in a while they retreat to go and pay or use alternative means of payments, including games with some banks. I want a record in the last 3 months of government agencies that are already on the e-citizen platform but have decided to use alternative means with gray spaces so that we can take action against the people who are undermining transparency in the collection of public resources. Mr. Ochieng, I want that list on my desk in the next 3 days. Yes. We cannot continue to collect public money in gray areas and in dark corners. We said that all the 1,100 plus pay bills that were being used by all manner of entities, money that we were not sure whether it was ending up in public coffers, be closed. I am happy all of them have been closed. But there cannot be another route. We want a place where the public can know this is the portal where their money is coming. We can follow up on revenues for every public entity, and we can know what citizens are paying for gets to the public coffers. I know those people are listening to me, the people who still want to play games, and I want to tell them there will be no escape for anybody to continue practices that undermine transparency in the collection of public funds. I call upon everyone and all Kenyans, as well as our partners and friends, to rally together and build on this success to make Kenya a global leader in digital governance, a hub for innovation, and a beacon of transparency and efficiency. The dream of a digital Kenya is no longer an aspiration. It is a lived reality that we do every day. And therefore, I want to commend the e-citizen team led by Ochieng. Can we have the e-citizen team people stand here? We give them a round of applause. Let us tuwapigie makofi hawa wa Kenya. These are great Kenyans. Congratulations for doing a good job. And you have my support as you make sure that every government service is brought onto the digital platform, and make sure that every cent paid by the government, by the people of Kenya, is not lost in between. It is also the reason why our rollout of our universal health coverage program, we insisted that to get rid of inefficiencies of the past, to get rid of the fraud and leakages of money meant for health in the past, we drive this whole universal health coverage on a digital platform. I am very happy with the progress that has been made in making it easy for claims to be assessed, making it easy for citizens to access services, and making it easy for us to deliver using a digital platform, including from registration all the way to services in hospitals and all the way to claims that are made. Today, we are paying the claims that were accrued for October, making it possible that we're paying, I think, 1.7 billion today. Reconciliation that would have taken months now is taking weeks because we are operating this on a digital platform. And we are going to get rid, for example, of claims that have been a backlog and a burden to hospitals. After they deliver service, they have to wait many months, sometimes many years. Some of the claims we are paying now, accruing from NHIF, are a decade old. Some of them are 10 years, some of them are 15 years, because the system wasn't together. But those 15-year claims, we are now going to be paying last month, this month. Every month we are going to be paying for in the following month, to make it efficient, to make it transparent, and to enhance service delivery so that hospitals that deliver service get their money, refunds, so that they can continue to deliver service. It is also the same reason why we are working now on making sure that our revenue collection is also brought into a very open digital space. I am working with the Kenya Revenue Authority together with partners to make sure that, again, our revenues collected by the Kenya Revenue Authority are not subject to the usual pilferage and losses. And shortly, we will be at the place where e-citizen is today. When I said it a year ago that we are going to digitize government services from the 394 that were mentioned to, then our target was 7,000. We have surpassed 10,000. We are now at 22,515. And it is my commitment that hopefully in the next couple of months, every government service must be on a digital platform so that citizens can enjoy efficiency, citizens can pay for services from the comfort of their homes. We get rid of physical challenges, we get rid of extensive travel, we get rid of long queues, we get rid of follow-ups that citizens have to travel back and forth to get government services that are obvious for every citizen. We're looking into the future, as I said. Moving this to the next level is to make sure that we also have a digital ID. We can pay for government services. I am very happy that from, is it today or tomorrow, we are running the first pilot of paying our cash transfer on e-citizen. For those of you who follow this, we have close to almost 2 million people who benefit from our cash transfer program. I made 2 commitments on cash transfer. The first commitment I made in the last election was that I want these very vulnerable citizens, the aged, orphans, and people living with disability, to be paid as we pay salaries of public servants. They used to wait for 8 months, 6 months. You know, I'm very happy that now we have implemented, we are paying as we pay salaries. That was my first commitment. My second commitment was that these very deserving beneficiaries had to queue in banks, travel many kilometers to be able to get their stipends paid. I committed then that we will work out a digital platform and pay them through alternative means other than banks. I'm very happy that the first tranche of that money, when are we going to pay, Motari? From tomorrow? Very good. So from tomorrow, we will begin to pay for those Kenyans on a digital platform. They don't have to queue in banks. They don't have to travel many kilometers. They can get their money from the comfort of their villages. Yeah? So it's another very proud moment for me as we accomplish some of the commitments that we have made and transform our country by making sure that government services, delivery of government services, and for payments that citizens either have to receive from government or to pay to government is seamless, is efficient, and is fraud-free. Imagine a Kenya where no one is left behind, where opportunity knows no barriers, and where technology bridges the gap to prosperity for every citizen. This is the Kenya we are building, and together, I mean together, we will make it happen. So I want to ask you and ask every citizen of our great nation to be a partner, to walk with us in this journey, to look at the opportunities that are there, to play their role in making sure that we accomplish the mission that we have set for ourselves of making this country great. Again, let me ask ministries, departments, agencies. There are no two ways about it. We cannot have two rules. All of us must be transparent. Integrity of public services and public resources is foremost. That is a demand by the people of Kenya. It is not a request, and that is a right that the people of Kenya deserve. And it is our duty and responsibility to deliver on it. And I promise you, I am committed to it, and you are either coming along with me in making sure that we deliver on this commitment. I don't want to say what will happen if you don't. So thank you very much. This is a very proud moment for me that we are on course on making sure that Kenya moves to the next level. As I said, we are going to confound our critics. They will, I'm sure they will have nowhere to hide as we go forward. And they will know that we meant every commitment that we made. And we intend, I personally will lead in making sure that we deliver on every commitment we made to the people of Kenya, because it is the least that we can do in making our contribution as leaders of the moment in taking our country to the next level. It is a commitment we made, and it is a right that the people of Kenya deserve, and it is a contribution that those of us who have the privilege to be leaders it is ours to deliver on that commitment. So asanteni sana. I wish you well. I know there is a lot of work to be done in many other fields, and I look forward to working with all of you. Asanteni sana. God bless you.
Thank you. Another round of applause for His Excellency. And Your Excellency, we now progress to the award ceremony. May we take our seats kindly? Let's take our seats. We'll progress to the award ceremony. So with your permission, humbly, Your Excellency, I'll request that you come back on stage. And the first award is in the category, well, we have corporate awards and individuals. And the first category is all-time highest transaction. And this one is taken by NTSA. Tuwapige makofi tafadhali. NTSA are the all-time highest transactions. So allow me to welcome the CS, the PS, Mohammed Dagar, and NTSA DG to come and receive this award on behalf of NTSA. Again, the National Transport Safety Authority, all-time highest transaction. And as we get a photo moment for that. The next one, as we take this photo, is the Directorate of Immigration Services.
This is a citation.
It has enhanced and transport sector regulatory environment. Kenyans can now easily renew their driving licenses for boda boda, public service vehicles, or private vehicles from the comfort of their phones. They can easily obtain logbooks, transact the buying and selling of motor vehicles, and pay for motor vehicle inspection, among other services. With 623 transactions undertaken, we salute NTSA for truly embracing the digital highway. One more round of applause for them. 21,803,623 services. Sorry, mwalimu hesabu, mwalimu wa math. The runners-up is Directorate of Immigration Services. So if I may invite the PCS, the PS Julius Bitok, and DG Evelyn to also come. Now, the Directorate of Immigration Services is critical in facilitating international travel to and from Kenya. It issues passports to Kenyan citizens, enabling them to pursue their needs, aspirations, and desires beyond borders. It safeguards our national security interests by regulating exit and entry points and ensuring only deserving foreigners obtain work permits and other documents permitting stay in Kenya. With 7,351,982 transactions on e-citizen, this DIS has indeed flown the globe of digital services. One more round of applause for them, please. The third award goes to Most Improved Revenue Collection, and the winner is Kenya Wildlife Services. Let us have CS Rebecca Miano, PS Sylvia Museya, and DG Erastus Kanga to come and receive on behalf of KWS. Now, the institution has fully digitized its services and reaped impressive benefits from its endeavors. Its total revenue has grown by nearly 50% to 7.6 billion in the financial year 2023-2024 compared to the previous year. I'll repeat that, 50% to 7.6 billion in the financial year 2023 to 2024 compared to its previous year. Visitors to its sites also grew by around 1 million to close to 3.1 by the same period. Digitization has been a boom. Visitors, both local and foreign, can conveniently pay for entry fees in advance and from the comfort of their homes or their phones. While visitors had to physically visit KWS offices for information on available tourist spots before, today they can do so online, giving them a wider choice of options. With more revenue generated, KWS has now more resources to dedicate to the conservation and better protection and management of our natural heritage. One more round of applause for them, please. We'll now go to the individual categories, and Your Excellency, we have a category, senior citizens, oldest e-citizen active user. Esther Gathoni Mwangi is 84 years old. Esther has been a consistent user of e-citizen. Only recently, she renewed her passport through the platform. She has embraced e-citizen as a convenient and reliable avenue for processing her logbook and submitting her vehicles for inspection. Hey, she is grateful that she no longer incurs the time and money traveling to Nairobi for these services and many more. One more round of applause for Madam Esther Gathoni Mwangi, 84 years. The next award goes to Samuel Kibunja Wainaina, who is the oldest male citizen at 80 years old. He resides in Kikuyu, Kiambu County. Mzee Wainaina registered for e-citizen a few days after the relaunch of the portal in June 2023. With the help of his daughter, Josephine, he has exploited the convenience of e-citizens to ensure that he is updated with its contributions for National Health Insurance Fund, to family and friends. He has been a staunch advocate of e-citizen as a user-friendly, money and e-time saving platform. Why don't we put our hands again together for Samuel Kibunja Wainaina, who is 80 years old. Your Excellency, the next award is going to a couple that you met the first time when this was being launched here. Nicholas Ngunjiri Mwangi and Judith Chelagat Kemboi were privileged to be the first couple to process and obtain their marriage certificate on the relaunch of the e-citizen platform. His Excellency the President, and the entire government witnessed the colorful event at the KICC grounds right here at Savo. And I may request that we just play the video for those of us that thought ilikuwa ni kipindi.
By the public taking of these vows and the powers given to me under the Marriage Act, I now pronounce you Nicholas and Judith as husband.
Your Excellency, you remember this event?
Congratulations. One thing that stood out for me, it was meeting the president. It was something I'd never imagined I would be able to get that opportunity.
Kitu ilinibamba hiyo siku ni kukutana na president na kukutana na our prominent leaders. Kitu kenye sikuwa itarajia.
But this thing is real. This is a real couple. This is a real family. And
what they received today, we can pause the video. And what they received today, Your Excellency, is the handing over of the new look birth certificate that features a unique person identifier, UPI, also known as Maisha number, which will be lifetime identity number for Nicole is the young one, and all other newborns who will receive their own UPI. Their marriage symbolizes the reality of e-citizens, its convenience, and that it truly works. Why don't we put another good clap for Nicholas Ngunjiri Mwangi and Judith Chelagat Kemboi. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, Your Excellency would like to issue catalogs to the CSs that are present, so I'll request that they all may come. This catalog is a documented inventory of all ministries, counties, departments and agencies, MCDAs, with their corresponding services, which have been digitized and are now available on the e-citizen platform. The catalog provides every cabinet secretary with a detailed list of all the digitized services in his or her docket and a quick reference to all other digitized MCDA services. So each will receive a catalog. This is a symbolic manual catalog, but there is a digital catalog that is available online. So if we can have each cabinet secretary kindly hold the catalog as we have an photo op. I'll also request that we have all the PSs present to kindly come on stage so that the next photo will be with the PSs present, the PSs who are in the house. If we may all just progress to come on stage. For a photo opportunity.